So we've got so many things to talk about today. We've got in the markets what traders are thinking about, Alibaba,
Yeah.
trade talks, and of course protests.
Yes.
So let's start with Alibaba.
Sure.
It's probably going to end the day around up 6.8% from its initial price offering. So what do you think about that?
It is one of the market key focus recently, and we will say regarding the stock performance, it matched with my expectation because it is what we call secondary listing. So we can refer to the trading price in US. Theoretically, there won't be a big difference, even though we have different investor structure. But there are arbitrage opportunities, so their stock price will affect each other. And also, if we refer to the gray market yesterday, it was up around 4 to 5%. So I would say 7 to 8% upside is reasonable and match with my expectation.
So when you look ahead on this stock,
Yeah.
It won't be on the Hang Seng for some time. It won't be available to mainland traders on the Stock Connect for some time. Should people be holding the stock? Do you expect it to be going up in the next few months in anticipation
Yes.
of those new opportunities? Or what would you advise people who are looking at investing in Alibaba?
I would say if you're just holding 100 or 200 shares, you may sell at a relatively high price to enjoy a early Christmas gift for yourself. But if you're looking for mid to long term, I suggest they will this stock will be included in Stock Connect or Hang Seng Index in the future. And frankly speaking, this year their earnings is quite good, so it's still a fundamentally growth stock. So I can say you can still hold it. I don't see a lot of downside risk, but of course you can lock in the profit if you like.
And on trade, I mean, there's more progress or signs of progress
Yes.
with China top negotiator talking on the phone with the U.S. counterparts. Where do you see trade now in terms of sentiment here in Hong Kong and in China markets?
For trade war, it's really hard to say because a lot of uncertainties. But personally, I think there may be potential they can make a mini deal or first phase agreement within coming weeks because for including Donald Trump and China government, they want or they need the deal to boost up the sentiment and economy. But I would say they are running out of time because you know that end of December is Christmas holiday and end of January is a Chinese New Holiday, and start from February the US president election. Both parties will start their internal candidate elections, so they are running out of time. I hope they can make a mini deal. This is obviously a key market focus and will be very good for the market sentiment. Talking about the Hong Kong stock markets.
And if there's not a deal, very bad on the market?
Because now they still have negotiation whether to remove or cancel the existing tariff. So until now, we don't know the exact timing to sign the deal, including where to sign the deal. So it still takes some time to negotiate to make the agreement.
Let's talk about the elections on Sunday,
Yes.
there were a sweep for the anti-government, pro-democracy
Yes.
candidates. On Monday, the Hang Seng rallied, and a lot of stocks that have been hammered, like Wharf, REIC, Sasa, International Holdings, a number of these stocks that have been hammered because of the protests really shot up. And now they're being weighed down again today. Talk to me about the protests and what are traders thinking? Are they worried again about violent protests starting back up?
First of all, I must make it clear that for me, I will say don't overestimate the impact on the protests on the Hong Kong stock market, because even though being a Hong Kong guy, living Hong Kong in 40 years, my daily life is being affected. But frankly speaking, you can think about that for Hang Seng Index, those heavyweight stocks, say Tencent or Chinese banks, their business is not really so related to Hong Kong economy. So on specific stocks like retail, hotel, there may be direct impact. But overall, I would say there are more other factors which is driving the market, including trade war or the Chinese economy situation. But And also sad to say that we already get used to the situation. So unless the social unrest getting worse significantly, otherwise I don't think just because of this issue the Hang Seng index will drop below the August level. So I would say don't expect too much, and near the 27,000 is one of the key resistance. There may be some investors choose to lock in profit. So there's my suggestion.
Great. Thanks so much for coming back and joining us. Kenny will be glad when you come to see us again.
Sure.